Hi, my name is Romano. I'm from MAXHUB, and today I would like to present to you our newest product, the S10. Actually, it's a soundbar, but it includes a very nice 4K camera, and you can do a lot of things with it. It also has a 6 microphone array here in the front for a very nice pattern pickup of all the voices in the room up to a distance of about 8 meters. You also have a loudspeaker included, which will fit for most of your small to medium-sized conference rooms, huddle rooms, wherever you want to take that device. You can wall mount it, you can just put it on the desktop, whatever you want to use it. It's very smart, it's very easy. And today I would like to show you how to set up the unit. Here you see the remote control, which comes with the S10. And the remote control actually allows you the full setup of the unit and, of course, the full usage of the unit. While the unit is booting up, I just want to explain to you that the first time you turn on the S10, you have to go through a very small setup menu. You just need to decide the way you use it, whether it's a connection via a LAN cable or you go Wi-Fi. You just enter all the credentials for the Wi-Fi you need, the passwords, and so on. And then you go through your country settings, you set date and time automatically, and so on. Once the unit is set up, you will see that screen over here. Not the below row, but the upper row you will see. So what do we have here when we turn the unit on? Actually, the S10 has an Android system included on board. That means you can use it as its standalone device, just connected to the internet, and you can go here, like through the browser. Right? It connects you directly to a search engine. Or you see here, you have something like a Finder. You just go there, you see all the different folders in the unit. It's a very practical device. Furthermore, we have a very interesting thing on there. We can actually share the screen wirelessly with any kind of laptop, PC, or tablet, or smartphone. Here you see the setup procedures. You just scan the QR code with your device, and it will lead you to a small app, so you can actually share the screen here. You will also see always on the top of the screen on the right side, you will see the code, so you can directly connect. Let's quickly have a look into the setup in the settings meeting. You can choose the Ethernet connection, wireless connection. Here is our wireless hotspot, which I just told you we can connect up to 4 devices via wireless screen sharing. Yes, you can set up a lot of other things, device name, sound, and camera, but yeah, that's your own choice. Let me real quick explain to you how the unit works and how you can actually use it. It has 2 generally different ways how you use the device. The first one I would call it is the standalone terminal. Why? Because we have an OS here, and after you set up the unit, please follow the link, which you will see down in the video. I'm showing it. It actually leads you to a webpage from MAXHUB where you can download all your preferred video conference applications for that device, for the software, for the firmware. So always refer to this. If there's a new firmware coming out, you will also find the firmware, plus you will find the applications which run and which will work on that firmware with the S10. It's actually an easy thing to do. You just put it on a flash drive and put the flash drive in the USB connection on the rear side of the S10. On the small picture we're just showing you now, you will see what kind of connections we have on the rear side. We have HDMI, we have USB 3.0, we have USB 2.0, we have, of course, the power connection, and we have the RJ45, plus the power on and off button, which, yeah, you just use once, then you just use remote control. So let's have a look. We've made the setup. We've downloaded the applications we want to use. And what else? We can just go here. Let's say I'm using the application Skype. I pre-installed it on here, and I just push the button, so Skype will open. I was already turned in. And honestly speaking, when I use the unit as a terminal, I got myself a wireless mouse and keyboard, because then the usage is much easier. So here you just click on whatever name, whatever of your friends or people in the company you want to call, or from external company. Here I want to show you real quick how the camera will look like. I'm sitting pretty close to the unit, but I have still a really good pickup pattern. If I go further away, of course, we have auto framing. The camera will follow me not only by picture, but also by sound. So if I'm moving further away in the room, the camera will follow me, it will focus on me, and that will be shown. Okay, so that was just an idea on using Skype. You can use Zoom, Teams, WebEx, BlueJeans, whatever kind of video application you use. That's the use like a standalone device. And the keyboard I actually only use if I really have to enter something like my name and stuff like this. That's much easier rather than entering it with the application in here using just the mouse or the remote control, just to make things easier. Okay, so that was number one, using it as a terminal. Now, most of the people nowadays, what they really want to do is, or asking for is, how can I just bring my own device? And I have an AV bar or sound bar with camera installed like the UCS10 on my LED screen or large display. So what do? Yeah, I bring my own device. So here you see, today I brought an Apple device, a MacBook. And what I'm doing is I'm just connecting one USB cable. It is connected to the UCS10 port. I just connect this one USB cable to my laptop. So now what will happen? Very easy thing. What will happen is if I go, for example, again to my Skype here, and I'm going to my settings of audio and video, you will see here that the camera is already automatically turned to the unit. So once you've done that the first time, it actually chooses the camera directly here from the unit. The audio settings, so for the microphone and for the loudspeaker, are also already set. That means very easy. Okay, you can run your application. But now, how do I bring my video on the screen so I can actually share the screen with the people in the room so everybody can take part of that conversation? So now we're going to be easy. I explained to you, we're connected to the internet with the UCS10. It has its own Wi-Fi access point inside. So what I'm doing now, I'm choosing the Wi-Fi of the UCS10, MAXHUB UCS10, that's my Wi-Fi. And of course, in an Apple device here, I go to AirPlay and just go to share my screen, and ta-da, I'm sharing my screen. So exactly the same screen I have here, I now have here on my display, but I'm still connected only with one cable, one USB cable, to share my own, bring my own device, and share my screen. And so, yeah, we can start the video conference. So sharing a screen is really a nice thing, especially if you cannot only share with one device. So let's have a look. The same I did here with my laptop, except, of course, putting the USB cable inside. I choose the I choose the Wi-Fi of the UCS10. So here you see in my iPhone, I'm choosing MAXHUB UCS10 as my Wi-Fi. As soon as I'm connected, I just open my screen sharing AirPlay from my iPhone. And what you see here is exactly what I have here on the screen. I think that's a fascinating unit to have because look, I can even show a live camera. So you don't need something like a document camera or a webcam or whatever. You want to share your screen, you just show here, hey, that's what you can show here. That's my devices I have on my desk. I can explain to you here. You see a nice picture of the remote control. I'm alive. I mean, we're alive here in the video. There is nothing done or made on purpose, okay? So I stop sharing my screen. I'm back to my own device here on my conference. Whenever my conference is over, I just stop sharing my screen. And yeah, of course, I have my screen over here. I just close my device. I disconnect my device. And I'm ready to go back to work, to the next meeting, to have lunch, to whatever. Okay, that's it. There's also a quick start guide available in several languages so far for the UCS10. Check it out. It's a very nice device. It's very easy setup. It's very easy usage. And just try it out. Ask your local dealer or your local representative, wherever you are in Asia, in Europe, in US. Just go ahead and ask for the UCS10. Thank you very much for today. This was Romano from MAXHUB. See you next time. Bye-bye.
MAXHUB,